I'm upping the stakes of the classic nothing to a knife CS2 challenge. Starting with a weekly drop worth $1.33, we'll do profitable trade ups until I can attempt a contract for one of the most iconic skins in the entire game, the KARAMBIT Blue Gem in Factory New. After the first 2 episodes, we've been able to profit about $77, so if all goes well today, we may be able to get past that $100 mark. And to kick it off, we've got to trade up using souvenir inputs from the Mirage 2021 collection. I started by looking for CZ Midnight Palms under the roughly 0.063 mark, as they will get scaled up slightly for some of the outputs that we still want to come out as factory new. However, I was also able to mix in some P90 Verdant growths, as they have a very similar float range. Overall, we only have a 25% chance to profit, as we're going for that USPS purple DD Pat, however the music box wouldn't be too bad. It cost me roughly $11.50, and I was able to pick up enough skins for 2 contracts. First Mirage trade up, please show us that purple DD Pat now! Oh fuck yeah! First try, not bad at all. I was not expecting that, I must admit. Number 2, can we go for a second USPS? This video's sponsor, SkinSwap, is giving you a skin worth up to $50 entirely for free whenever you do your first trade and use my referral code. If you want to refresh your loadout, you can trade your skins for brand new ones in just a couple of seconds. Plus, their market tab now integrates cheap listings from Chinese sites so you can access the best prices without the need for a Chinese ID or bank account. They accept deposits via crypto, MasterCard, and Visa. If you want to cash out, SkinSwap makes that simple too with instant sell options to PayPal or crypto. On top of that, they run free daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways with the chance to earn extra entries simply by trading. Use the link below for a 3% lifetime sales bonus and a free skin worth up to $50. Big thanks to SkinSwap for supporting the channel. We're off to a banging start this episode, so let's see if we can keep it up with this next contract featuring skins from the Ascent collection. If you're completing trade-ups from active duty collections, it's always a good idea to have a look at how prices are trending in recent weeks. Recently released collections can often drop in price fairly quickly. But now that it's been over a year in this case, prices aren't falling off quite as hard, so I decided to give it a go. We've got a 50-50 between the AK Midnight Laminate and the USPS Royal Guard, both in factory new. The AK would be a roughly $8 profit, whereas the Royal Guard would set us back about $4. Unfortunately, there weren't a ton of inputs available at the required floats, as I would have loved to repeat this contract a couple of times. Alright, let's see if we can get another win here. AK Midnight Laminate in 3, 2, 1. Unfortunate. I've also had some people asking lately, do I have to wait out the 7-day trade hold? And of course, the answer is yes. So when you see the footage of me buying the inputs, there's at least a 7-day gap between that and then the actual trade up footage. So series like these do take a lot of time, planning, and patience. If you are enjoying them, please leave a like and consider subscribing. It means a lot. But enough of that, we're moving on now and actually going for a StatTrack trade up this time. The original suggestion was for 10 UMP plastics under a 0.21 float, but I ended up finding more M249 Aztecs at a better price point. Therefore, our final contract ended up consisting of 4 UMPs and 6 M249s with an average scaled float of 0.259, which would mean all of the outputs come out in minimal wear. And actually, at these prices, all of the outcomes would be in the green, although the Hydra would be the best result. Somehow I've picked up a few extra UMPs. Not sure how, to be honest, so let me just check those floats. Okay, here we go. Not too fussed about what we get here. Death by Puppy. Okay, not the best, but still a small profit, I think. The next contract is the exact type of combination I love to run for these series. It's got a mix of 2 collections where the majority of outcomes are profitable, and then you essentially use a mix of higher float inputs from a more expensive collection with lower float inputs from a cheaper collection to balance everything out. This time around, it's a combination of Genesis inputs in well-worn or low-float Battle Scarred, alongside some roughly 0.2-ish float skins from the Dreams and Nightmares case. I like contracts that use Dreams and Nightmares because you can often pick up low float skins at market price, as there's a ton of these being opened on a regular basis and people just try and get rid of them, especially on the TradeBot sites. As you can see here, for instance, there's actually a ton of 0.16, 0.18, and 0.19 melon dramas at market price, whereas that's a lot rarer to find for some of the older collections. For this episode, I was able to pick up inputs for 4 trade ups. 75% chance to profit, but even the full throttle is pretty much break even. All the skins will come out in field tested if I've chosen the floats correctly, so let's go for it. We're after anything but the full throttle, M9 or either AK, and we'll be happy. Attempt number 1, boom! Starlight Protector, alright, love to see it. Great start. We go again, let's see an AK maybe. Back-to-back MP9s, back-to-back MP9s, alright, very nice. Contract number 3, bang! Oof. Full throttle, that's alright though, not a big loss. And then final one, what are we getting to finish it off? Another M4. That's unlucky. I'm giving away an AK-47 Vulcan in field tested this month. For your chance to win, simply like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. I'll pick the winner on July 31st. Good luck. Let's push on then with contract number 51. And indeed, we've already completed 50 trade up contracts so far. Let me know how many contracts you think it will take us to reach the blue gem in the comments below, but for now we're focused on the kilowatt collection. This is a pretty straightforward contract. 10 sawed-off analog inputs to try and go for a field-tested M4A1S Black Lotus. While I had started by only filtering for 0.23 floats or lower, I was able to sneak in a couple around the 0.25 to 0.26 mark by the end of it. This is actually a really cheap trade-up compared to the last few we were doing, coming in at just $7.30. I was able to pick up enough inputs for 2 contracts here. So without further ado, let's see a Black Lotus. Let's see if we can hit the M4 here. Nice! Okay, that should be a solid $5 profit. Going again. Jawbreaker. That's alright. I think we make about $1 there. We will jump back up to the classified rarity for our next one with well-worn UMP Neo Noirs. This is a pretty nice combination because it's not heavily float dependent, so any well-worn input works. We just need to try and find the cheapest ones possible. And actually, I was able to sneak in a few battle-scarred ones as well to bring down the overall cost. We've got another 50-50 between the Vaporwave, which has actually really grown on me lately as a play skin, and the Glock Gold Tooth. You know what we're after, so let's see it. A couple days later, and as I was browsing CS Delta, I found this contract, which suggested using 10 StatTrak Tiger Moths to go for the AK point disarray. And so far in this series, we've had fantastic luck with these 30% contracts. We hit both the Phantom Disruptor and Frontside Misty back in episode 1 with a similar setup. So we're going again here with the Revolver case. Honestly, the final contract wasn't particularly good numbers wise with an average profit of just $1.43 on a $20 trade up, but hey, as I said, luck has been on our side with these ones, so why not? This would be insane if we could hit another AK. I'm not expecting much here to be honest, but that's fine. Let's go. In 3, in 2, in 1. Oh, let's go. If only I was trying to hit an AK every time. That's crazy, man. What is this? It then took me quite a while to find our next contract. I tried finding inputs for a classified Revolver collection contract, followed by the Radiant collection and then Gallery before returning to the Fever case. We actually ran a similar contract last episode, but we're upping the stakes here as this time around it's StatTrak inputs going for that StatTrak or print stream. It's a $55 trade up with a mix of field tested and battle scarred KO factories. Hitting the AWP here would actually get us to the $150 mark with a profit of around $24, whereas we'd lose roughly $11 on the FAMAS. We didn't manage to hit the 50-50 for either the AK Midnight Laminate or M4 Vaporwave earlier, so let's see if we can turn that around. Very nice. AWP print stream, as Verstappen says.
Simply lovely.
And with that, we are indeed up to $150, nearly doubling our total balance in this video. Be sure to subscribe for the next episode of this journey and take a look at one of these videos for more money-making methods for CS2. Thanks so much for watching and take care.